I had too much moisture in the worm bin, and now the worms won't stop crawling out. So I have a couple different things I'm gonna do to fix this. So watch. Right now I have 500 red wigglers, maybe like 450 now, because I literally made a mistake. I had too much moisture in the worm bin, and now the worms won't stop crawling out. So I have a couple different things I'm gonna do to fix this. So watch this. This is the bin right here. As you can see, it's daytime, and these guys are, you know, they're usually active worms. Whoa! They're usually pretty active worms, but because it's too wet in the bin, these guys are actually trying to crawl out, and they're even crawling out the bottom. I'm gonna try and flip the bin a little bit so you guys can see the underneath. You can see some here sticking out the bottom. There's some under the tape. If you look and see one, it's probably dead. And there's a few more that have been escaping. So what we're going to do today is we're going to put this mesh on the inside of the bin. But first, I have to move these worms to this empty bin. And then, hopefully, when we add our new mesh piece at the bottom, we'll be able to see if it stops the worms from coming out. The first thing you want to do, you can try to add dry cardboard on the top, or dry peat moss or something dry on top of the bin to see if that'll help. But my problem is really underneath the bin. So what I'm going to be doing is putting this mesh piece in the bottom of this bin. So it's going to look kind of like this. And I'm going to put the mesh piece in the bottom. I'm probably going to use tape or something to hold it down, but obviously that'll stop the worms from trying to squeeze through the bottom of the bin. I'm also going to add some dried cardboard at the bottom as well, because that dried cardboard will help the moisture at the bottom, which I'm sure it's just too wet for them. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see how that works. So obviously you need your first worm bin. Doesn't smell the best right now, especially because it's super moist. You're gonna need some dried cardboard. You guys know I always have some dried cardboard handy. And you're gonna need a second bin just to get the worms inside this bin. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so you can actually see me transferring the material from one side to the next side. So bin 1 into bin 2, we're gonna put the mesh in bin 1, then we're gonna take the worms back out of bin 2, and then we're gonna put everything back in bin 1. So I usually keep a piece of cardboard here. As you can see, some of the worms are already bleeding out and dying. Big problem. We definitely don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead now and start the transfer. And it will stress the worms out a little bit, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But before I put them in this new bin, what I want to do is just add a layer of dry cardboard inside that bin, and I'll bring you guys closer in. So again, here's bin 1, here's bin 2, here's my mesh. Add in some dry cardboard, just a layer on top here in bin 2, just to get some more dry cardboard in there. I don't want it too thick, but I do want to ensure that I have a solid, maybe an inch, half an inch, not too much added on the bottom there. So this is what bin 2 looks like. I added a layer of dried cardboard on there before I move my material from bin 1. As you can see, there's some dead worms there for sure. Oh no, he's still alive, thank goodness. And then I also have these guys trying to crawl out, especially during the day. If you see worms trying to crawl out the bin, I know it's only been 2 days, but it's been happening consistently since I've started this project a day or two ago. So I do want to make sure, and I did check the bottom of the bin down here, in the bottom, it's super moist. So we're going to go ahead and transfer the material into bin 2. All right, guys, I'll be complete.